Hi guys, Bewildered Biker back again. I haven't put up a couple of videos in a long time now. Uh, Mostly because I haven't been out on the bike. I was out a few times. I must throw up a couple of recordings I must put up, but to be honest with you, so far this year has been absolutely feckin' shit. It's been constantly raining for the last 3 months. January, February, March, constant fucking rain, constant fucking misery, rain, grey skies, low light. I think there was only like 2 to 3 days where I actually saw the sun. It's just been absolutely fucking miserable. Constant rain. I've never seen so much fucking rain in my life. Um, and also, the last time I was out, I dropped the feckin' bike. I was in a car park doing pricking around, doing a few figure eights and U-turns, just messing about the place. And on the last turn, I didn't give it enough power. Um, Slowed down, and it was on a slight slope. 100% my fault. And the bike went down, started to go down, and I tried to save it, and I kind of put my leg over to try and save it, and the fucking weight of the bike, the bandit's quite heavy. It was a full tank, so you're talking 220 kg, 230 kg, whatever. Went down just here in this part here. Went down to my fucking ankle, and it fucking, oh my god, it pinched my ankle, and I thought it actually broke my ankle. So the bike went down, and I broke the peg, and I broke the mirror. So I put on those shitty chrome mirrors, and I have other Temu shit I've ordered here. I gotta put them back on it. I put on the foot pegs. This actually bent. Was it that side? No, it was the opposite side. This actually part of the frame bent in, and I had to bend it back out. And I got these cheap fucking foot pegs on, put them on, and then while I was doing that, I had to get new heated grips. These guys here, I had actually spare cheap shite from China, Temu, but it works well. It's great. Look, adjustable heater. Not as nice as the old ones, but they are kind of a rubber material, so they heat up quite nice. And got the bar end weights. Oh, for sure, really not much weight. I've ordered a new duck. What else have I done? These sliders. I don't know. Are they any good? You know what? Um, all I want them to do is that if there's a slow kind of a fall, I just want them to protect the engine case. That's all. You know, the bike can slide down the fucking road for all I give a fuck. Um, because the bike is worth nothing really. It's only worth 1,500 quid, €1,000. 1500 quid. It's fairly good, Nick. A lot of new parts in it, and maintaining it fairly well. Chain is good, all that kind of bits. Oh, I sprayed the engine. So I sprayed the engine. The opposite side got a screw up on the bottom, and I had to paint that bit back. I dropped some fucking brake cleaner on that, and it just fucking stripped the fucking paint straight away. So I had to spray that again, tidy it up. What else is there? Yeah, I'll give it another bit of a spray on that side. I ordered new little spotlights. See them fucking things? They're actually pretty good. They're cheap as chips. They're like fucking €3 or something. So I got a decent pair next time. I got fairly decent size. So engine got sprayed. What else? Oh Jesus, I did the carbs. What a fucking bitch of a job. So I took out the carbs. I cleaned the shit out of them. Apparently, the last owner of this bike, the Air Pilot jets, they did not use a rubber O-ring on one carb. On another carb, it was missing a washer. And if you don't know much about carbs, not that I'm an expert, they you turn the pilot screw. It's a kind of a setting. You wind it in and you wind it back, say 3 times or 2.5 times, depending on the settings of the bike, whatever is back to stock. If you have a custom exhaust, Instead of 2.5, you go 3. You know, whatever is recommended. You know, it's up to yourself. But I got a rebuild carb kit, replaced everything on it, and she's running quite well now. In fairness, she's running a lot better, and I did the valve clearance as well while I was at it. But I need a gasket cover for the stator cover. There, you can see the damage there where I slide. So I just sanded it down. I'm going to spray it again, and she's leaking a bit of oil there. You can see small drop here and there. Nothing serious. Nothing serious. Strip it away. If it wasn't leaking, I'd be worried. There'd be no oil in it, as I say. But yeah, that's the story. I've just been absolutely, completely depressed off my head for the last 4 weeks or 3 weeks since the ankle got fucking pinched. I got an X-ray, everything was clear, because I was worried about it. I got home, I limped home, I tell you, that day when I had no foot peg, so my foot was hanging off here, and I tell you, it was a very quiet journey on the way home. I felt like a right gobshite dropping the bike, but the only saving grace was it was an empty car park, and no one was around to see it, and no one was around to record it. Because that would have been a bitch if someone was there. And do you know what people in Ireland do if they saw that happen? They'd laugh. The bastards, they'd laugh. But I don't know what other countries are like. With other countries, people would they generally help you? Would they go, oh man, here, let me help you lift the bike up? No, in Ireland, they would record you and they would laugh and they would go home and tell all their friends that, oh, this gobshite was driving a bandit and he crashed the bike and it landed on his leg and it nearly amputated his leg. Fuck him. So that's the way it is in Ireland. They're enjoy your misery. And I tell you, break a leg. They'd love to see you break a leg. But anyway, that's it. So what else is there? Any other news? Yeah, just fucking absolute misery. I'm back running again, trying to lose weight. Um, what else do I have to do? Oh, the clutch, the the throttle cable. See here, it fucking as I took out the carbs, I had an inspection of the throttle cable, right? That's not too bad. That one, that's actually a new one. That came in I got it from eBay, and it's too fucking long. This bit here is way too long, a mile too long compared. And I measured it and all, and I was a bit apprehensive doing it. See, this is the old one. Look, it's snapped in half, all bits falling apart. But that wasn't too bad. The return cable, but the pull cable had actually some of the cabling had snapped in it, and I spotted it, and I was like, "Do you know what? That's going to go." So I said, "I'll just change it now." And I thought it was a simple thing. It's a very common part to change out, and a very common part. And I really struggled to get fucking new parts for it. I was like, "What the fuck?" Like it's a consumable part, that wears, and you got to change it out. And that was the best I got on eBay. I got this return push pull cable, and it was a mile too long. Definitely made in China. Fucking pure shit, like. A mile too long. And don't worry, guys, I adjusted it as much as I can and I measured it. I put side by side this one here, the exact same, and it's about an inch and a half too long. An inch and a half too long, and as the adjustability ran out in it. So that was bollocks. So I got two of them, and what I did was I got one of them and it was too long. So the accelerator, what I did was, you can't see it now, it's open, but it pulls back there, right? So what I did was I put there's kind of notches, two notches, one for the push and pull. So I put the pull on the opposite side, so there was more length used on the opposite side where it connects in. So that kind of catered for the excess length, and it was maxed out to the length in terms of adjustability. So I was able to give it an old test drive a spin, But I have another um, OEM parts ordered from Germany, from a breaker's yard in Germany, where they have second-hand, fairly clean parts. And that's the thing about Germany. Like they keep like any parts from Germany you buy second-hand, they're absolutely immaculate. They kind of have a MOT or NCT kind of inspection for bikes over there, and they're extremely strict. They test everything. Like there's no NCT in Ireland for bikes. There is for cars, kind of a yearly inspection. Um, but yeah, the German bikes, they really maintain them. Mate of mine is a ZZR 1100, and it's an import from Germany, and oh my God, it's like a new bike. No rust, nothing. Everything is immaculate, and all the servicing is done on time. They follow the manual. Um, but like this Bandit here, I think I just saved this Bandit just in time. When I bought this Bandit, it was on the way out. The frame was starting to rust. Um, the calipers were sticking. The engine oil was fucking in it for fucking years, I'd say. And I think I just saved this bike on the brink of being scrapped. I know I changed what I can in it, done the best I can, and it's a fairly good bike. So that's it. So once I get the push-pull return, push-pull throttle cable, I'll put it in. Bit of a bitch to put in. Oh my God, the carbs are a fucking nightmare. Absolute fucking nightmare. In, out, up, down, in, you know, and I need to balance them. I need to probably get carb balancing kit to balance the four carbs on it, get them in sync. Um, and I might fiddle around with the air screws a little bit. We'll see. I might open them up a little bit more, get in more air into it. And that's kind of it. But in general, I think this time of year is a fucking bitch in Ireland. You know, with the war going on in Iran and everyone's miserable and diesel and petrol's gone up. It's what, 2.05 for diesel, €2, €2 a litre for petrol. You wouldn't mind that, but I don't know, things are changing. Things are getting tight. Even at work now, they're watching the spend, and everyone's very careful with money, and it's just fucking just miserable. I met up with the lads there, like it was so bad. I met up with the lads yesterday in Charleville in Cork. So there's about how many of us are? There's about six of us altogether, five or six. We met up for breakfast, and it was so bad that we couldn't take the bikes out. The weather, the wind and the rain and the shit and the misery. We drove. We drove there and had a breakfast and a meet up and all chat about cars and bikes and bits and pieces like that. And you need that. Good for the mental health. Um, so it's great to have a bunch of lads to meet up with and have an old chat. It's really, really good. Because if I didn't have that, I know I've the wife and kids, but um, you need the old group of lads to have the old chat and talk about bikes and talk about things like that. But anyway, that's is where I am now. So hopefully, spring, summer coming in now, we'll get out in a few spins, and the Bandit is running well. I don't have much left to do with it. Clean the chain, put in the new lights, get the new ducky. I got these Chinese wing mirrors. I quite like these actually. They're so fucking cheap. Like that was like 10 quid, and I find they're great. These guys here. Just open this up here. €10 from Temu, carbon fiber finish, and they go well. I just gotta make sure. Sometimes the mirror isn't glued in correctly, so you just tap it, make sure it doesn't fall out too easily, because sometimes they don't glue them in that well. And these are all the bits I changed in the Bandit. The carb screws, bolts. Oh my God, like I got in on the top of the engine and I ground down all the frame. The rust, there's literally no paint on it left, so I repainted all the top of the frame, and I replaced all these bolts for stainless steel bolts. Um, you can see all the old carb seals and stuff. So Literally, the bike is on the brink, but it's fairly tidy now, in fairness. It's not perfect in terms of paint and finish, but in terms of mechanically, it is perfect. I can't think of anything that is seriously wrong with it and needs changing. The only thing I would change, the only thing probably left is the the fuck is that? The only thing left is I must open it up and have a look. Oh, that's the fucking start. All right, okay. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. That's the choke. I was just looking at that. I was like, where the fuck is that going? So I probably think the only thing I'm worried about now, or left to change, not that I'm worried about it, is probably the clutch. Get a new service the clutch, get the basket out, get the clutch plates, change them out. I don't see any reason why to do it now. This is pretty good. Maybe a new clutch cable, because that's I don't know really the condition. It's all taped up. The last owner just taped it up and ran it down. It's the opposite side, but ran it down and just oh, it's there actually. Sorry, it's in here. So I need to just have a look at that and see. Do I need to replace it? Because it's the last thing kind of be worried about. And there's the starter and there's the alternator in there, so they've never been touched. But it's running well. I don't want the video to go on too long now, but uh, just in general life, I was struggling away. There's the mental health side of it as well. Since the weather isn't helping, and your day-to-day jobs, family and all that kind of stuff. You're just trying to survive. And the kind of the bike and the friends is the only outlet I have. You're trying to support the family, health insurance, car tax, cars, cost, insurance, mortgage. You're just trying to keep your head above water. Um, and I'm pretty good with money, to be honest with you. Like I'm pretty good with money. I don't really spend that much, and I'm fairly healthy. Like I don't have really any health issues, thank God, touch wood. But uh, I'm pretty good with money, and I don't know. I'm still struggling. I'm still struggling, and I'm lucky to have the bike. I'm lucky to have what I have, but I just feel that I'm just going week to week trying to survive. But I'll definitely keep this bandit for a long time, I'd say. The best bike is the bike you have, as they say. So I'm going to hang on to this bandit for as long as I can because I can't afford to replace it. I have no money to replace it. Um, and you know yourself, like anytime, if I save 2,000 euros, 3,000 euros, the boiler will blow up. We need a new stove. The car is blown up. Something has exploded. The roof needs to be redone. We need this, we need that. So I don't think I'll ever have disposable cash. I usually have a few quid here and there to keep this guy running. Like I'll get a few gaskets here and there. I'll get braided lines. I'll get a couple of cans of paint to spray the calipers, clean them, brake cleaner, do the front shocks, put a new shock rear, second hand, new to me shock in the back. And I think just the basic, like it's crazy, the basic maintenance of the bike um, keeps me going in terms of it keeps the spend going. It's not much, couple, like say 20 euros here, 20 euros there, the odd 100 quid. Changing the oil, I do all that myself. Changing the oil is about 50 quid, 55 quid including the filter. Spark plugs every now and then, I suppose. I've changed them once and they're good for fucking 15,000 kilometers or something. Fuck it. So that's kind of it. I'm going to try and get out again I have a few videos I'll put up. I think the last time it was actually the time I crashed the feck. I dropped it and crashed it. I just dropped it. Idiot, absolute idiot, acting a maggot. Like this is a heavy bike, and I was doing these figure eights. I was doing these beautiful figure eights, and I was leaning the bike over like fucking. I was Valentino Rossi, just a sports bike, and I got overconfident. And on the last turn, I got tired, I got fatigued, and I wasn't concentrating, and I didn't give it enough power, and the bike just fucking dropped. I turned her in too much, and she just held, and she dropped. And I was fucking pissed after that, I'll tell you. But that drop cost me um, 30 quid, about 30 quid. 10 euro to 12 euros for the foot pegs. Um, 15 euros for the mirrors and these sliders. I don't know. I got them. I just got them to get them. These fucking sliders. Like they stick out a bit. They might protect it. Like they're designed to break off a bit or fade. I don't know. They seem pretty solid. Like if I drop the bike, it'll save this part here and hopefully the foot peg because they fucking snap. They're designed to break. They are designed to break. This one is a bit better. This is the side I actually fell on. So I'm hoping this will work for a slow drop. Now, um, if I drop the bike on a bend or a turn high speed, uh, they won't matter a fuck. I'd say they'll just fucking peel off in a split second. But my purpose for them is just for a slow fall that they'll protect the engine casing. And that's it. We're up to 22 minutes now, and I think that's it. So I'm going to give the shed a quick tidy. By the way, this shed was in shit when I was doing the fucking the carbs and the valve clearance check and the paint and all that fucking shit. And um, it is enjoyable now, in fairness, but you'd want to have the time for it. You know, if you're working full time, it's quite difficult. Like if I'm out here in the shed for 3 or 4 hours at the weekend, the missus goes mad. She's like, "Get in out at 8." But anyway, um, that's it. I'm still broke, still poor, still looking for to win the lotto. Um, but that's it so far. I'm just going to try and get out on the bike, do more talks on the economy. What's it like living in Ireland? Driving a bike, the Irish weather, it's just been shocking. It's just been like in like previous years weren't too bad, but this year is just fucking miserable. And I swear to God, I've got the flu. I actually got a bit of a kind of a head cold now, but since November, December, January, February, March, I've got I got one really bad chest infection and multiple flus. But anyway, I'll leave it at that. Talk to you in a bit.